You're listening to the MedSpa Marketing Podcast by Scale 77, your go-to show for med spa owners, medical aesthetics, and elective wellness entrepreneurs. Each week, we dive into powerful marketing strategies, proven growth tactics, and the secrets to attracting more clients, all while keeping you ahead of the latest industry trends. Join us as we uncover insights from top industry leaders to help you boost revenue, enhance patient experience, and master the art of marketing your med spa. Hosted by Jonathon Parker. With years of experience helping med spas grow, Jonathon has supported countless clinics and providers, working with respected brands and elite industry thought leaders. If you're ready to scale your business and stand out in the aesthetics industry, this is your podcast. Here's your host, Jonathon Parker.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Med Spa Growth Blueprint. If you've made it this far in the series, I just want to take a moment and say thank you and let you know you're ahead of 99% of other people. Most people will watch one episode, take a few notes, and move on. But you're actually learning how to build a real business, one that will be able to grow and run on its own one day. So in the last episode, we talked about the follow-up formula, which is how to turn more of your leads into real appointments and double your show rate without spending another dollar on ads. Now in episode 4, we're going to take things to the next level. Because once your systems are in place and your leads are converting, it's time to focus on authority. And I just want to let you know, if this is your first time listening, you can go ahead and go back to episode 1 and start from there. I built this 6-part blueprint to be listened to in order for it to make the most sense and help you out. Also, you can go ahead and go over to scale77.com/playbook if you want to download our free playbook and follow along. So what we're getting into today is really the invisible force that separates the spas people scroll past from the ones they obsess over. Because here's the truth. People don't buy treatments. They buy confidence in you. And when they trust you, price stops being the issue. Think about the last time you paid extra for something. A haircut, a restaurant, maybe even a mechanic. You didn't choose the cheapest option. You chose the one that you trusted the most. And that's the same psychology your clients use. There's something called authority bias. It's the human tendency to trust people who look and sound like experts. So if your online presence shows that you're experienced, confident, and consistent, people will assume that you deliver great results even before they step foot in your spa. And that's really the power of authority. It's why one injector can charge $16 per unit and stay booked 3 months out, while another one struggles at $8 per unit with open slots every single week. It's not the product, it's the perception. And perception is something that's under your control. So in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and walk you over the 4 pillars, which is going to be building authority online, even if you're just starting small, using social proof and storytelling to create instant trust, understand the psychology behind premium pricing, and creating a strong, consistent brand without burning yourself out having to post every day. So let's get into the foundation. Authority isn't about having 100,000 followers or viral videos. It's about alignment. Your messaging, your visuals, and the tone you use, they all say the same thing. We're professionals and you can trust us. When your brand feels aligned, your website, your social media, all your photos, your team, and even your replies, your clients just trust you more. And safety is what people buy in aesthetics. There's something called the familiarity bias, which I'm sure you've heard of before. And it just means the more often people see you, the safer you feel. So that's why you see clients comment things like this, like, I feel like I already know you. They've been following you for weeks or months, watching your videos, reading your captions, seeing your name. And that repetition builds familiarity. And familiarity just builds trust. So even before your first message, they've already decided this is the one. And that's just what authority does. So the second part is just the psychology of trust and why it sells. So we'll go a little bit deeper into psychology. There are 3 major principles that drive the client behavior. And that comes down to the authority bias, social proof, and consistency principle. Well, authority bias is just we trust people who seem knowledgeable. Social proof, we trust what other people have validated. The consistency principle, we just trust what's familiar and what we recognize. So we can break these down a little bit further. The authority bias gets into how people they don't need to understand your credentials. They just need to feel your confidence. And that comes through your tone, your lighting, decision, and your repetition. When your visuals and your voice are professional and calm, people instantly trust you more. Social proof means people rely on others to make decisions. That's why reviews are huge, testimonials, and before and after photos are just amazing. There's plenty of businesses out there who run off of purely Google reviews alone. But here's the key. You have to show this proof. You don't just say it. a quote from a client, a quick video testimonial, a DM screenshot, they all carry more weight than any ad copy ever will. And consistency is the glue that holds all this together. People really just trust what's consistent. If your last 5 posts, your bio, and your website all say the same thing, same energy, same promise, they're all congruent, that's how your trust is going to compound. And people might not even know that they're recognizing this. It's just subconsciously. So if one post says luxury med spa, the next one says discount Botox, and the next one is a blurry story from your lunch break, you just lose your coherence. People get jumbled. Authority isn't about being perfect. It's about being predictable. People like predictability. And then part 3 is how to look like the go-to spa in town. I know you know it. Every day, more and more med spas are popping up. So you have to do whatever you can to position yourself as the authority. So if I looked at your Instagram right now, would I instantly know who you serve, what you're known for, what transformations you've helped people achieve? If not, that's your first project after this episode, because clarity is the foundation of authority. So here's how to fix it with just 3 super easy steps. Just go write down, think for a little while, and define your core message. For example, we help women over 30 feel refreshed and confident again, naturally. It's clear, emotional, and specific. You can rebuild your bio and visuals around that message. Use consistent colors, fonts, and imagery that really just reflect your vibe. Don't overthink the aesthetics. Just make it feel cohesive. Show your customers. Stop hiding behind the logo. Just show your team, your space, your clients with permission. Faces build trust faster than branding ever will. So here's another mini exercise you could do. Pull up your Instagram right now and just ask yourself, if I didn't own the spa, would I book an appointment here? If the answer is no, you know what you need to do. Part 4 is the stories that just sell without feeling salesy. I've spoke to so many people who just are scared of sales and they don't really quite understand it. But you're not really selling these people. You're guiding them. So let's talk about storytelling. You've probably heard facts tell, stories sell. And that's not just marketing nonsense. It's neuroscience. When we hear a story, our brain releases oxytocin. It's the trust hormone. That means every story that you tell literally rewires your audience to trust you more. But here's a mistake most med spas make. They're posting before and after photos without telling what's behind them. If you want your content to convert, you really just need to pair every photo or testimonial with a story. So just get the background on that person. Say, like, this is Laura. She came in feeling frustrated after years of trying skincare that didn't work. After 2 sessions of microneedling, she told us she finally felt confident going makeup free again. That's a story. It hits emotion, people can relate, shows transformation, and there's the outcome. When you tell stories like this consistently, people don't just see your results, they feel your results. And emotion drives action. Social proof is really the most powerful form of authority you can have, but it's often used wrong. So here's the difference between weak proof and strong proof. Weak proof would just be some random review, no name, no photo. It says, love my results, 5 stars. And then there's strong proof, where it's a trusted account. There's a face. People could recognize or maybe even see themselves in this person. And they say, I tried Botox twice before at other places, but it never looked natural. After going to your spa, I finally loved the way I look. It's exactly what I wanted. The second one just sells trust. So to make testimonials work harder for you, just organize them into categories. First-time clients, that builds trust for new leads. Or transformations, it shows the emotional and visual results. Your repeat clients, it shows the loyalty and retention. And then sprinkle them everywhere. Your website homepage, between posts, inside your ad copy, on your Google profile. Don't hide your wins. Display them. It's your biggest personal advantage. Let's go through a few examples that bring this to life. There's this clinic in Miami. They had top tier injectors, the best of the best, but they really did not focus on their online trust. Their website had not been updated in years. So whenever we came in to help them out, we added in a 5-video Meet Our Team series. Just real quick, had them record this with fresh photos, testimonial highlights on Instagram. And then within 50 days, their inbound calls doubled. People said, I feel like I already know your team. And even outside of aesthetics, there was a small chiropractor office that we knew that applied the same authority principles. They stopped running these $30 first visit ads, and instead they started posting testimonials of clients saying how they could finally walk pain-free. Their leads dropped 30%, but their sales tripled. Sometimes you just need more qualified leads instead of more leads. Authority always beats volume. So here's where most med spa owners get stuck. Say, I don't have time to post every day. Good news is you don't have to. You don't need quantity. You just need intentional consistency. That's all people are looking for. So here's how you can build a simple content rhythm that just really builds up your authority. What you can do first is pick your main platform. This is where your clients actually hang out, which we found is usually Instagram or Facebook, and sometimes Pinterest. Step 2, use the 3C framework. Every post should do one of these 3 things. Either connect, which is showing your personality to your team. It should show credibility with results, testimonials, or education, or it should be a call to action. And that's when you can invite them to book or ask questions. And what you can do for this too is just batch all these posts one day in a month. Film 4 or 5 transformations, several educational clips, and then a team video, and just schedule everything out. And that's it. And you're good for the month. And that's how you can really stay visible without burning out. Then once you have content, proof, and presence, you can build what I call the authority flywheel. And it's a really simple loop. Clients see your brand, they book because they trust you, they get great results, so then you showcase their story. Now new people see it and they trust you, and repeat. It goes forever. Each client becomes a part of your marketing engine. And that's how you scale without ads doing all the work. When authority compounds, you can raise prices, reduce discounts, and grow faster with less stress. So let's make this practical. Here's what I challenge you to do in the next week. Just sit down one day and audit your online presence. Just ask, does this reflect how good we actually are? If not, just make a list of 3 things to improve. Just start small, like maybe your bio, your photos, or your highlight covers. Day 2, you can just gather proof. Just get 3 testimonials, some before and afters, and a story. And then organize them all together in a folder. And then on day 3, just update your website or the link in bio. Make sure it's clear what you do or who you serve and how to book. Day 4, what you can do is get some team clips. Just film your team, genuine clips saying what they love about what they do, your spa, everything there. On day 5, you can just write out 3 short transformation stories. Just use the before, decision, after formula. And then on day 6, just post 1. Don't overthink it. The first one's always the hardest, but it'll build up your momentum. And then on day 7, just engage with everyone in the comments. Just thank them, DM them, just build relationships. Just one small step at a time. So if you follow this 7-day plan, you'll have more authority online than 90% of the competition, just sitting there with analysis paralysis. And then lastly, it's just bringing it all together. When your authority is built the right way, your marketing becomes effortless. Leads trust you before you even speak to them. Your consults start with, I've been following you forever. And your staff feels proud to work at a brand people admire. It's the kind of business you want to build. Authority isn't loud. It's just consistent confidence. So when people believe that you're the best, they stop asking for discounts and they start asking for openings. So here's your homework. Pick one thing from today and implement it this week. Maybe it's gathering testimonials. Maybe it's filming a story. Maybe it's tightening your bio. Whatever it is, just start it. Because once people trust you, everything else gets easier. Your ads get easier. Your conversations get easier. Your sales, it all just comes together. And if you're more of a visual learner and want to see more of how to do this, you could just check out that free blueprint we have on our website over at scale77.com/playbook. So next episode 5, we're going to get into retention, upsells, and lifetime value. We're going to talk about how to turn all that trust you've just built into repeat clients, referrals, and long-term profit. Because authority gets you noticed, but retention just keeps you free. So until then, keep showing up, keep serving, and just keep building confidence in yourself and your team and in your clients. Talk to you later.